So this video is to try and help my clients that have moved from the Aruba OS6X environment to the Aruba OS8X environment. So, some of my clients have told me that they've been having a little bit of a hard time navigating the configuration tree and needed a little assistance in troubleshooting. So I will point out, most of the commands are still the same that you used before in your 6X environment. You'll be using the same commands in your 8X environment, but the biggest issue is clients are a little bit lost in the configuration tree and don't really know where to troubleshoot. So things are a little different here with Aruba OS8. So if you see right here, I SSH'd into my mobility master, and this is where it drops me when I first SSH in. And you can see up here the name Aruba MM-VA. So this is where it's putting me. It is putting me right into this mobility master here. Now I only have one mobility master, so it's dropping me in here, and it's showing my node. So I could do show configuration right here, but it's going to show me a lot of the configuration on my mobility master. So I think I have a lot of my clients are trying to do some troubleshooting commands right here. And you really want to be troubleshooting in your controller. So if you're troubleshooting an access point, if you know what access point a client is on, where I would start is I would go down in my managed network here. And if you take a look on your dashboard, you can take a look at your clients and you can see what their active controller is. So here is my active controller 192.168.8.6 that all my clients are on. And I know this is my 8.6 controller right here. So let me pull back up my command prompt. So I want to show you again right now when I first SSH into my controller, I'm at the mobility master. Now I need to get down into this controller to do my troubleshooting. Right? I want to do my show AP active, my show users, all of my commands that I'm used to troubleshooting in the 6X world, but I need to do it right down here in my controller. So the first thing I'm going to do is show configuration node hierarchy. Okay. So when I do this command, this is showing me the path right here to my 7005 controller. So you'll see MD is my managed network. So if I CD, if you know Linux commands, if I CD to MD, it's going to put me right here in my managed network. I make all my changes under my Airstream folder. So I don't touch anything in this network here. I do everything down here under this Airstream folder. So I could CD to MD and / Airstream. Or if I want to go all the way to this 7000 controller, I can copy the whole path here, and I can CD to this whole path. Okay, and now I am in my managed controller where I want to start troubleshooting. So a couple commands that you want to get familiar with is if you do a show running config here, right, it's going to pull up information in here. If I want to do if I only want to work right where I am and see configuration right on this controller, I'm going to do show configuration effective. So when you do show configuration effective, it's showing you on the folder or right on the controller that you're currently on. So that's information that I can pull up. You can also do show configuration commit it, right? So what this command does is it shows you the configuration at this level on this controller, and it's showing me things that were not inherited. So when I make changes up here on the Airstream folder, it's pushed down to my controllers below, right? So when I do the command show configuration commit it, it's showing me things that were not pushed down from this Airstream folder. It's showing me that specific commands that were entered just for this folder. So another big thing that you need to do when you want to start troubleshooting, so I'll show you right here, is like if I try doing the command show AP active, it's giving me a warning. It's saying the commands for the application run on the mobility master, right? So it needs to be executed from the MM tree. So that is the error you're getting, but it's also showing you that you need to do an MD connect, right? So if I want to start troubleshooting, I need to do an MD connect, and you can also do MDC as a shortcut, and then that will drop you into the shell access on this Aruba 7005 controller. So I have a lot of clients that what they'll do is they'll open another SSH window and they'll try to open it directly to the 7005 controller. Well, you can do all your troubleshooting when you first SSH into your mobility master, and then you can just navigate around to your different controllers and navigate the tree. So now, after I do my MDC or my MD connect, and I'm connected to shell access on the controller, now I can run my commands that I'm used to. So I can do my show AP active. I can do commands like show user, and you'll be able to see all this information. So I hope this is helpful. I think this is the first step to troubleshooting with your new 8X environment.